Hey everyone, and welcome back to Disney Chooses My TBR. Okay, it's March, it's another month, so we are ready to draw a few more cards. If you don't know the way this works, I'll link the video below on how to play along. I am also going to only choose my regular 3. Hopefully I don't get an extra book this month, but we'll see. February wound up being a pretty good month. The cards that are out of the way are Cinderella, we pulled her last month, the fairies from Sleeping Beauty, and Anna and Elsa. So of course there are duplicates of cards in this because it's a matching game, but those are out of the bucket. They are on my shelf. They are out of the way. We're not going to draw. So far I haven't had any duplicates, but it's only been 2 months, so we shall see. And again, I will be choosing 3 cards. The other 2 books are a book club pick as well as a 5-star prediction book, which I will determine after I draw my cards. So here we go. I'm kind of nervous. Draw number 1, Jiminy Cricket. He is uncategorized, which means I have to draw 4. I already have an extra book. My first draw, I already have an extra book. What the heck? Oh, my ears. You like my ears? I feel like it's a nice touch to the video. My best friend let me borrow them. Here we go. Let's try this again. Goofy. That is a comedy. Interesting. I don't typically read funny books, so that should be an interesting change for me. All right, here we go. Draw number 2. Pluto means we have to read another stinking animal book. If you haven't watched my January TBR, please do. I think every book had an animal on the cover. This book needs to have a pet on the cover, which is going to be kind of hard because I thought I had more books with animals on the cover and I don't really. So I might have to take a look at Scribd for this one. Moana. Moana means I have to read a book that's like islandy, like takes the place. I already have a book in mind for this one, so I'm really excited about that. That's on Scribd too. I'm like not getting any books off my shelf this month so far. I'll have to see if I can find anything because one of the biggest things I want to do this year is to read as many books that I already own as possible. Because I have like over 100 books I haven't read. It's really a problem. And my last pick for the month, my extra book, mix it up really good, is, oh my gosh, Mickey. Mickey means I need to read a classic, which not a huge classic reader. So I have several on my shelf, so at least I am getting that out of the way. So I have 4 cards pulled this month instead of my usual 3. And my book club pick, of course, and my 5-star prediction book. It's going to be a busy month reading-wise. So I'm going to go find my books. I'll be right back. Okay, so this should be an interesting month. I gotta say I'm not particularly thrilled at some of my card choices, but I think in the end I should be pretty pleased with this collection of books. Quite a bit of variety, so that's good. The first book I will be reading this month, and I actually already started it, is for my book club, and that is Something in the Water by Catherine Steadman. I am only 1 chapter in, so just started, like, doesn't even, I mean, look how little. I read like 10 pages last night. This one is a thriller, a suspense novel. It is about 2 people who are on their honeymoon and they find something in the water. The back of the book is super vague, which obviously is intentional because you don't want to give anything away. But other than that, I know nothing about this book. I do know it's short, so kind of excited that it was a short pick because yikes. The other book that I will be reading that I did not draw a card for is my 5-star prediction book. I also chose a short book because I don't want to like overwhelm myself since I had to pick another book this month. And that is Snowflower and the Secret Fan by Lisa C. I'm super excited about this book. It's been on my shelf for an outrageous amount of time, as have all of these books really. But this one specifically has been on there. It's a really short one. It's less than 300 pages. So this one should be a quick read for me. I love Lisa C. as an author. So that is one of the reasons I chose this book as a 5-star prediction book. So I actually am also part of a group on Facebook that someone recently posted that this one like blew them away, and I hadn't really heard a lot about this book of hers. So that like cemented it for me. Like, I know I'm going to love this book. It's going to be so good. I can't wait to get to this one. So for my cards, first I drew the Goofy card, and that is a comedy. And I don't typically read a lot of funny books, but this one has been on my TBR for a really long time because I'm a fan of the author. It is a memoir, I believe, and that is You're Never Weird on the Internet, Almost, by Felicia Day. I will be listening to this as an audiobook, which I'm really excited about because it's Felicia Day. It's going to be really good. It's also not a very long book, so even though I have that extra card, I really think I'm going to breeze through a lot of these. But that one will be one that I listen to. I do really enjoy listening to memoirs as an audiobook because typically they are narrated by the author, and it's such a cool element to add in. So that one I'm really excited about. You're Never Weird on the Internet by Felicia Day. Then I drew the Pluto card, which it's like, I just had an animal heavy month, but now Pluto is like out of the picture. He's not in the bucket anymore because this is the second card I've pulled, and I was kind of drawing at strings here. This one is supposed to be a pet on the cover. I'm counting this book. I know that I don't believe that this pet is like in the book, but it's on the cover and it's a bird. I don't even really know if it's a bird that is considered a pet, but I don't care. I'm counting it because I had a really difficult time, and that is Love in the Time of Cholera. This is one of those books, again, that has been on my shelf for a stupid amount of time. I should have read this book a really, really long time ago, and I just haven't. So that is another reason I really wanted to grab it, is because I should have read this a really long time ago. I don't know a whole lot about it, except that it is, of course, a well-loved book. And I might read this one like early in the month, just because it's been, taunting me on my shelf, telling me that I need to be reading it. Why haven't you read me yet? One of those. So I'll probably read this one pretty early. It's not outrageously long either, just over 300 pages. So I'm actually really proud of myself for finding short books on this busy extra book month. The next card I pulled was the Moana card. I will be reading a book on Scribd, on my Scribd account. If you're not a Scribd member, you should be. I love it. And that is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I have heard amazing things about this book. I know that it's supposed to be like a really light read, just a really fun read, and it does take place in Hawaii. So that fulfills my Moana card of taking place on an island. And last but not least, I will be reading a classic. I'm not a big, heavy classic reader. I have a few on my shelf. I grabbed the first one within reach, and that is The Good Earth by Pearl S. Buck. I actually think I may have started this book a long time ago. I don't think I finished it, though. So I don't believe this is a reread for me because I don't remember anything about it if I did finish it. If I ever read it, it was like probably in middle school, early high school. So, but I don't believe I have. I know nothing about it. So that's why I don't think I finished it if I even started it to begin with. So Anyways, Pearl S. Buck, The Good Earth is what I'll be reading, and I don't know anything about it. So busy month ahead, even though I have some short books. I don't know if any of these books are going to be like a big page turner, like I can't put them down. Like last month I had a couple of those, so I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm not particularly excited about this month. Is that sad? I hope I don't put myself in another reading funk. I started February off on the wrong foot, so we'll see. If you've read any of these and you are eager to make me feel better about these selections, please let me know in the comments and encourage me to get out of my reading funk, my reading slump. And make sure that you hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications so you can get notified of the end of the month when I wrap up March and you want to hear about how I liked or did not like any of these books. And I'll see you next time.